Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Zhu Rong versus Brandon Jenkins. Brandon Jenkins is coming in on short notice, coming in to face Zhu Rong, who he's been training in training camp for a while. He's expected to fight like I think two different opponents. Like he's supposed to fight one guy, that guy fell out, and now that guy fell out. Now Brandon Jenkins steps in. So yeah, here we are. Here we are with this prediction, and here we are with this fight. But how's this fight right here? Definitely gonna put this as like a low confident pick because I'm definitely not all that high on Zhu Rong. It's not like he's so phenomenal, like he's such a great talent and you can really trust him or anything like that. You can't. Not all impressed by him. And also on the side, Brandon Jenkins definitely not a stud either. Definitely you can see is already pretty inconsistent with his career, up and down, up and down. Human highlight reel, but his highlights ain't all that great. And there's plenty of people that are more so highlight reels. But either way, it is what it is, man. You got Brandon Jenkins on the other side. Pretty decent fighter. I mean, all right, decent fighter. Decent enough to give Zhu Rong some trouble. But again, like I said, inconsistent on his side and on Zhu Rong's side, just not all that impressive. So it's not like you can trust him. You can't really trust Brandon Jenkins. You can't really trust the other guys. So it's like a very low confident pick. But let's say till the tape, like a minute in this video, Jenkins is 6 feet tall. Will have a 2-inch reach versus Zhu Rong, who's 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. So a 1-inch reach advantage for Brandon Jenkins and a 3-inch height advantage for Brandon Jenkins, but a significant youth advantage for Zhu Rong. But Brandon Jenkins was like 31, 32, whereas Zhu Rong like 21, 22. So it really maybe the age advantage is definitely on Brandon Jenkins' side because he's in his prime, whereas Zhu Rong's still this young budding talent that could potentially be this or potentially be that, or could fade out and be nothing. But either way, we just wanted to get to the point of it. I feel like definitely the full camp will benefit Zhu Rong. I feel like he's a little bit more polished, a little bit more clean. Not to say that he's such a better striker or what's named not. I think with his technique, there's less room for error or less holes necessarily in his striking. But definitely in the case, there's definitely areas where I feel Brandon Jenkins can exploit Zhu Rong in this one because Zhu Rong does have a tendency, people like they try to look for shots and wait for shots. Whereas Brandon Jenkins gonna give you multiple looks, switch stance often, and he's not gonna be afraid to let some hands go. Whereas that could easily like somebody Zhu Rong, who was in his first fight in the UFC, was a little bit gun shy and not really active. And a guy like Brandon Jenkins could bring it to him and take advantage of his laxness, or take advantage of him being gun shy, or take advantage of him being flat, and just simply outwork him or potentially get a stoppage on him. Like I said, this guy's gonna look for flying knees, look to switch it up, look to come with the right hand, look to come with the straight. So he's gonna look to mix it up. Whereas Zhu Rong might be looking for those, window shopping with his strikes and not actually throwing nothing, looking at it but not buying anything, and get a case where you got work. But I'm gonna pick. But from looking at Brandon Jenkins, I'm gonna pick Zhu Rong. I feel like Brandon Jenkins does have tendencies to like leave that hand, little lead hand, leave that lead hand a little bit low or negligent and not mindful, and leave himself open over the top for overhands in the right hand, which Zhu Rong is good at both, especially the right hand. And I feel like he could find the opening. And also, Brandon Jenkins does have a tendency to drop his hands and trade in the pocket and be negligent on defense. So all those things present opportunities where I feel like Zhu Rong's issues I might be the lack of activity or becoming gun shy. That things I feel about Brandon Jenkins a lot of times with these guys that are highlight reels or guys that are pace in our activity fighters in a way, or fighters that's going to be risk takers, is that they do leave openness for themselves. And if you can find them, you can materialize a knockout or materialize a stoppage or just take advantage of them. And I definitely think both these guys have a lot of holes that a lot of the more proven guys, more experienced guys, the better guys can take advantage of it. But luckily, they both are fighting each other, which will make this a winnable fight for both guys. Low confident pick for me, but I'm picking Zhu Rong to be able to find that stoppage. Like I said, take advantage of the openings that Brandon Jenkins will give to him. I also think he's a faster fighter, sharper fighter, but Jenkins will be the longer, lankier, maybe more active fighter. But I think the more powerful, sharper fighter will be able to find those openings, capitalize, and eventually be able to materialize that stoppage in the second round. So in this fight, I got Zhu Rong via second round TKO.